If you're on the right, it is highly likely that you have heard of the term climate lockdown. Now, in the year 2023, there has been an ever-increasing amount of fear-mongering over the environment. Let's watch this video of Julie Hartley-Brewer just making fun of heat health warnings.
A temperature which is the sort of temperature which most of us would pay our hard-earned cash on to get to that sort of temperature in another country on summer holiday.
And the Met Office is not saying don't celebrate the sunshine. It's a joint venture, obviously, with health professionals to just alert the social care system that vulnerable people could actually be impacted by this heat. It's the lowest level of heat. It's a yellow warning. So most healthy people, it's not a problem at all. It's those who have underlying health conditions like heart issues, etc. And can I just remind you that along the eastern side of the country, they've seen temperatures of 13, 14 degrees Celsius. Norwich could see a hike of 20 degrees in the next few days. And that's quite a shock to the system. It's the first time this year we're seeing 30 degrees.
Everyone's going to be thrilled. From 13 degrees to 30. Wonderful, brilliant. Get your shorts and T-shirts on. Pour a glass of Pimm's.
Not everyone like you is so robust, Julia. Some people
But again, the whole world is being organised around the very frail, the very elderly and the very vulnerable. I'm just not entirely... Surely they already know that already. I mean, no, there's a marathon on. Oh, let's tell my 80-year-old mum not to run the marathon. We don't issue warnings about things like that. Don't people who are frail or vulnerable, don't they already know? Look, I'm of Irish blood, so I can't sit out in the sun. I get burnt to a crisp almost immediately. What's the point? But I know that. Do I need to have a heat health alert to tell me that?
This is not for you. This is for people who work in the health profession and those who are very vulnerable. So you can ignore this completely and go outside, really thrive in this beautiful weather. And it's great because your carbon footprint will be very low. And
God, don't start on that nonsense.
Now, Julia is 100% right here. Now we're in a society where every little thing needs a warning. If it's too hot, we need a warning because so many people might die and people are clamoring over rubbish. If someone has a health condition which is affected by hot weather, then they know that and they will just not go outside in the hot weather. And they will make sure that they are hydrated, they'll make sure that they are well looked after and that they are in safe conditions. What we don't need is this sort of fear-mongering over the UK actually being sunny and warm for once. Because half the year, we complain that it's too cold and it's always raining and it's always windy and I want to go to Spain, I want to go to Rome. But when it's actually sunny, suddenly it's an environmental problem. And this is how the left actually gain control, because they turn everything into a narrative of fear, into, we need the government to protect us and make all these changes and stop us from driving and this and this and that. Now let's watch this clip of Nigel Farage saying that potentially we could see some sort of climate lockdowns with the way things are going in London with Sadiq Khan, because all these very liberal cities are backing net zero to the hilt and they will do anything to make you, the viewer, more scared so that you can surrender more control.
But here's the point of this little chat. Sadiq Khan has said today, the Mayor of London, that pollution and air quality today in the capital will be very, very high indeed. He's telling us, don't use your car unnecessarily. No engine idling, no burning of wood or waste. Mark my words. This isn't going to end with 20-mile-an-hour zones and low-traffic neighbourhoods. No. This is the beginning of climate lockdowns. We will have in years to come days when we're told we can't drive, we can't do this, we can't do that. And Sadiq Khan is leading the way. Remember, you heard it here first, climate lockdowns. Finally.
Now, we are looking towards a very, very scary future if all of these climate fanatics are actually in power, because they waste a lot of taxpayer money on these changes that they make, and they make things more expensive for you at home. Tearing down loads of coal power plants all over the UK is what actually made it harder for us to have cheaper energy during the energy shortages. But they don't care because it's all about net zero. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with renewable energy, but clearly here there's an agenda to take away the average man's power and control over his life and give that power to the government. This is Reason, and I'm Liam. Like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more.